I think this era right now that we are in, what's happening on e-commerce, people take it for granted. 100%. You can become from being nobody to extremely successful. What brand is it? Emerson. That's the one you said that it's hanging on a wall, right? That would be mounted to the wall, not standing.
Yeah. Dust when you collect on the bottom and stuff.
No.
But
Well, what is this? Quiet Deluxe QUI. I can't really type normal on this. It works.
typing up.
What are you doing?
They cleaned up really nice. All the buttons cleaned up super. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
The memoirs of Vicky.
And leave that in a
The
picture.
life of eBay posting.
The life of eBay posting.
Okay.
Yeah, show that in a picture. That
Okay.
looks fantastic.
Okay. I mean, it'll need a new ribbon, but it works. So
Yeah.
the old gray, what is it? The old gray fox jumped over the lazy dog. Is that what people are supposed to type on these? I think so.
You got
It
me.
gets every letter in the alphabet.
You got me.
The old gray fox jumped over the lazy dog. That's every letter in the alphabet.
It is?
The old gray dog jumped over. The old gray fox jumped over the lazy dog.
That doesn't look like 60 words a minute.
I was just typing with my fingers. I'm sorry. I mean, instead, I can type right. I can, but I'm not used to this anymore.
All right, see you in a bit. So, heading on a pick. Made a setup with this guy about a week ago. It's about half an hour ride from my shop. It's in Marengo. Apparently, he was gonna open up a shop, he said. He's been buying storage lockers, he's been buying garage sales, estate sales, all kinds of stuff, and he's got 2 big storage units that he says that he changed his mind and he will not open up a store anymore, so he wants to unload everything. So I am on my way there. We'll see if he lets me film. Kind of curious what he has there, so let's go.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases.
Really, nothing drives me more crazy than when you make an appointment, you want to sell me something, and you're super late. And now I just got a text, be there in 5 minutes. First of all, I was originally gonna meet this guy here yesterday. He canceled on me like an hour before. He says, can we do it tomorrow? I'm like, sure, no problem. So we scheduled today for 11:30, and he asked me, can you text me like 20 minutes before that you're on your way so I can meet you there? I'm like, no problem. So I actually texted him like 25 minutes early. I'm on my way, I should be right there at 11:30. His response was, take your time, I'm a couple minutes behind. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I get here at 11:30. I send him a text, I'm here, I'm in front of the building. You know what he texts me? I'll be leaving shortly, should be there soon. Okay? Now, right now is 11:55. And he just sent me a text, I'll be there in 5 minutes, half an hour later. This guy wants to sell me things. How serious is he? Not very serious, I guess. We'll see how this goes. I had a feeling this was not gonna work out. 90% of the stuff that was in there, all furniture, all beat up, stuff that he's been buying from garage sales and who knows where, or thrift stores. Nothing there of value for me, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes, you know, till you actually meet with somebody, and because they can tell you all kinds of stuff on the phone. I got all these goodies. And so, hey, it is what it is. Back to the shop. So now, what year Richard closed the store?
Closed the store in 2003, I think it was.
Okay.
Late
So-
2003.
So internet was already pretty booming. eBay was
Oh,
in
yeah.
full swing.
Yeah, I sold a lot on eBay for him.
Okay.
Back when the store was still open and they were doing poorly in the store. But I listed stuff online and we made a lot, of course.
So how would you do the listings back then?
Back then, everything was visible. You could see every bidder.
Well, most of them were auctions too. A lot of
I
them.
did do auctions. I don't think Buy It Nows even existed back then.
Yeah.
I don't think they did. I don't remember that. I don't remember Buy It Nows. But yeah, it was all auctions. I think I put reserves on certain things even. Remember that? We could still
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
We don't do that. But, so I'd have an item. I'd look it up and I'd find many that had sold. It had lots of bidders and you could see all the bidders, people who had bid on things. And I thought to myself, wow, when I just miss winning an auction, I'm bummed out. I'm like, oh darn, I wish I got it, right? I emailed the second, third bidders, the people who didn't get the items, and I wrote a nice little letter. Hi, I thought you might be interested in my item, blah, 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 blah. It worked. I mean, they watched my auctions, and I didn't get anyone that wrote back mad, like spam, you know, or whatever.
Right.
It wasn't spam. It was, dear so-and-so, I noticed you had bid on this item, did not get it. I'm listing one.
I have a similar, or
I have the
this,
exact item.
or I have exact
Most
item.
people wrote me back, thank you so much, you know. So we sold a ton of items,
That's
and we canvassed, or I canvassed, you know.
that's why she's working here. You guys hear that?
It was a good idea.
No, of course.
It worked, but then over the years, eBay had all this cloaking. You can't see the bidders anymore.
Well, because they figured out.
No, they were making money. This
Well-
was not anything against them.
I know.
It was drawing business. It was
Yeah.
wonderful.
And it was keeping people on the platform actually, right? Because
It kept people on the up and up. You couldn't have shill bidders. You could, because
Yeah.
everything was transparent. You could see. I know sometimes I wonder if auctions are a little bit fake because you can't see
yeah.
the bidders, and you could see the amounts, the high they bid. You could look on it. You could click on their name and see what their high was.
And how many times they bid and how
Everything.
many times. Yeah, I know.
Everything.
I remember.
But I was able to find interested people. I would have loved that if I was looking for a rare item. You know, when you just miss it, you didn't check that week, and your rare item is gone for like nothing. Like, you know, it went for low money because you didn't know it was for sale. So I wrote people these emails, and we were very successful on there.
Looking for the original Xbox controller?
You more than welcome to go through that box. Might be one in there. No guarantees though, because we throw stuff in there all the time. Ryan might know. Ryan,
Off the top of my head, I really don't know. I mean, I gotta have at least one, I would think. I mean, I see a lot of green tabs, but
now you think they change for good or for bad?
I mean, it was not. It's still great to have it, but
I
well,
think
back then, you know, like now we pay final value fees on shipping. That I kind of stopped selling on my own when that happened, because I didn't sell. I sold as a hobby or just to have extra money, not to like live off of. And then I'm selling big bulky things at Whale Lot, and gosh, you know, how much. Also, I always did calculated shipping. I know here we do flat rate, you know, whatever. Everybody gets the same.
because we understand.
Yeah.
That's we have pretty much like this. Okay,
Yeah.
we know. Okay, this is gonna cost this much, this much.
Right, I mean, I've got that figured out now. Even when I
Yeah.
list occasionally at home now, I do like we do here.
Yeah.
I just figure I know what it's going to cost.
Because it's simple, it's easy. That's why.
Yeah,
It's you eliminating that one step, okay?
It is.
Entering the
It's a time
dimension.
saver.
It's
It
a
is.
time saver.
it is. So that's good, but
I think this era right now that we are in, what's happening on e-commerce, people take it for granted. 100%. You can become from being nobody to extremely successful person right now because of the internet, because of all these
true.
e-commerce sites.
you're right.
You know, and it won't take you 20 years to do it either.
Right.
You could make it happen. I mean, not overnight,
No, but you can
but
build it.
within a year or two, you can be extremely successful. And I think people way underestimate. And you know who does the most?
Awesome. So I didn't have to check those.
Our generation.
All right, thanks. Man.
Because we were in that part that, yeah, internet came in,
Right.
but we were already in our 30s.
We knew the other way.
We knew the other way,
Right.
and we had a hard time adjusting to the new way. So now, people who said totally, I'm scared of all that new technology, and now they're in their 40s or 50s, they're like totally scared of it, and they're missing out.
Right.
They're missing out. You know how many emails and messages I get? You changed my life
Oh.
because I'm your age or older, and I never thought I could do this.
Wow.
By watching what you guys
realize
do,
they can.
you realize
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah.
You know, it's just amazing. The time is just absolutely.
So you have to
amazing.
strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah,
And it's hot. You can't just sit by and watch life go by. You've got to
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I agree.
So, what's up?
I was hoping you guys might want to look at a TV.
What size?
It's a 47 Vizio.
That's, I mean, most of them are like 32 inches.
Yeah, 47. Yeah, we'll look at it. You have a remote for it as well?
I got the remote, I think.
Yeah, bring it in.
I'm going to go Mr. Sconce's.
I want to show you guys something and point out how important is condition on vintage items. You guys might remember I sold this same calculator, HP 15C, about 3 weeks ago, I believe. We had two of them. The only difference, both with the same manual, overall same condition. The only difference on the two units was that this one right here is missing the original logo, HP logo. The other one did have the HP logo and sold for $250 within 24 hours. This one did not have the logo and sold for only $150, and it took 3 weeks to sell. So that's how extremely important is that you pay attention to detail when it comes to things like this, because first of all, different money, and second of all, takes a lot longer to sell if it's not perfect. But anyway, still beautiful sale. I'm not saying stay away from the stuff. I'm just saying make sure you always check when you're buying things, because a little flaw in a unit or missing logo, things like that, will make a significant difference how quickly the item will sell and how much money it will bring.
I can't find anything like them.
Of course, perfect. It's the way I like it if you
Well,
can't
at the
find
moment,
stuff.
No, they're not here. They're usually here during the Wednesday religious leagues on the
Hammered? No.
Wednesdays, but usually the rest of the week they're not
And the
available.
magnet doesn't stick to them.
Yeah, so they're probably brass.
Oh. Hammered, this could be. Okay.
How you doing?
Good.
What you got there?
This rod, there's a big spread.
Shakespeare,
But I
yeah.
spotted quite a few issues. Like, that's not the original wrap, I don't believe. There's some paint or something there. This one's missing like two of the guides. So I was thinking, if anything, it would probably be around like that $30 range. But the other one there was like right around 200.
Somebody made a tube for it.
Yes, that was a homemade one.
Oh, okay. This is like
And I had
a
the
head
fish locator too, the hummingbird.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to take a pass on this. It's just car audio. I really try not to do it all anymore.
Okay.
Two separate
There's,
tips
like,
for it.
Alexander's and stuff in the tender.
This one is missing a couple guides.
Right.
here.
I figure that's the one he probably used, and that's the spare.
Well, no,
It's a little better.
different strands on them. That's how they usually came.
Really?
That each one of them would have a different strand on it.
Oh.
So one of them would be stiffer, one of them would be.
They felt pretty close.
Yeah, this one is much lighter. Actually.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, this one is a little bit stiffer. So depending what fly fishing line you were using.
Yeah.
For example, this would be number 5. This would be number 7, as you're casting out for fly fishing. Unfortunately, Shakespeare in bamboos that are not a whole lot of money. I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay.